X. I didn't put my shirt on. X. Purity becoming one. You guys have been patient with me. Guys have been patient with me. I appreciate it. And y'all, I was reading, and I'm sorry I take long. Listen, I'm not a traditional Kohelet teacher. I'm a little bit different. You have to wait for me sometimes, but I always try to be on, I try to be on time, always try to keep my word. Um, I'm happy to have you guys in the house. His will is real. Hopefully you're still on. You came on first. True Seeker, you came on second. New came on third. Hopefully you guys are still in the house. Tav X period becoming one. I like the law that you put in. I like the law that you put in. Thing is all crazy. As well. Exodus 23 and Nuha. Truth Seeker, Exodus 27. And Truth Seeker, I made that video you said. I couldn't replay it because, that video says 3 years, but the original video from that video is probably 4 or 5 years. And it has some New Testament stuff, witchcraft in it, so I got rid of it. And so I did it over. And we were looking for you to come in the room, but you probably were busy. Young King in the house, Tav X, Danny Armstead, Tav X, Purity becoming one, Tav X. Mary Harris, long time no hear from Tav X. Hopefully you've been watching my channel. I have a lot of videos just for you and for me and for everybody else. Welcome to the live chat, Solomon. Watch that, Solomon the Wise. This channel is quickly becoming one of my favorites. Okay, Solomon Wise, good. It's a pleasure to have you in the house. Glory 8 in the house. What would it be like? Tav X, period, becoming one. Manny Godly, what's going on, family? I've been missing a lot of the streams, but I do keep up. Listen, Manny, I know in life we're very busy, but you came to the right video because I feel that we need this. And I wrote it, and I couldn't put it in my notebook because all my notebooks are filled to the top. I need another notebook. So I wrote it on a piece of paper. This video that I do, remember my videos are my notes. I'm going to put it in my new notebook when I go out. I don't think I'm going out tomorrow. Maybe Monday or Tuesday I go out. I'm going to go to the supermarket, buy another notebook, and put this video that you're going to hear for the first time in that notebook. Mary Harris, again, okay, very happy to see you guys. We're only at 3 minutes, 18 seconds. You know what we do at Hebrew on the Island, too. We give the people a little time to get into the room. Remember, have your flaming wrenches ready, just in case they come in and disturb. We don't ask them, we don't ask them to come in, but they want to come in anyway and be a devil. Henry, greeting. I don't know if you're a Hebrew Israelite. If you're heathen Gentiles, I'm not sure. Just play nice in the Hebrew Israelite, Hebrewite sandbox, and everybody will be nice, will greet you, and so forth. Because on this channel, we have a lot of heathen Gentiles coming in, and they play definitely their role as the devil, just trying to disturb the class, our lesson, our convocation. We don't like that. I'm not saying you are. Greetings from Utah. I'm not sure if you are a Negro type or you are a heathen Gentile type. And of course, here at Hebron Island too, we give everybody respect. But once they start not respecting, we take out that wrench and we take their comments off and put them in timeout like a little child that doesn't listen to the teacher. You put the dunce cap on their head and they go in the corner. And the people on here are trained and got the wrench at the ready for any person. My mom is African American and my dad is from Thailand. Okay, listen. You are who your father is. You go from the line of your father, but If you are a niggle type, we welcome you. Just be for us. Don't be against us because the world hates us. Like again, you're in our sandbox. You know how kids play in the sandbox. Just play nicey nice, and they'll like you too. You know. But we have some heathen Gentiles that show their true colors and are very nasty. You know. So we greet you, Henry. We greet you, Henry. Just play nice in the sandbox and enjoy. We're at 5 minutes, 43 seconds. Let's give them to 7 minutes because this is a Saturday night. Maybe a few more is going to come in the room. There could be a lot more in the room already. They just don't text. When they don't text, they don't come up on this live chat. So we'll give them 1 more minute, and then I'll start the live chat. And greet each other. And Henry, as Anuha said, welcome to the live chat on Hebrew on the Island 2. We wish you blessings. Also. I don't know what you mean by that. Why can't I sleep? I don't know what you mean by that. You know, I'm doing a YouTube video now, so okay. We will start. I'm glad you guys are very patient with me because I don't give any notifications. I don't know how to do it. Set it up. I'm not a computer geek, but hold on. Hold on. Hey, let me. Hey, it's better. This subscriber doesn't know English. They still try to listen and learn, so I'm extending my hand. Okay, we will begin. We will begin. Yes, but it's very early over here. It's 9:38 at night. Where you are is probably 4 in the morning. I don't know. Okay, let's begin. Kitten dick. All right, remember, play nice in a sandbox. Remember, guys, have your wrenches at the ready. Listen, this is my video right here. This is my video. A lot of writing, a lot of writing, a lot of writing, a lot of writing, a lot of writing. This is my video. So I'm going to be going back and forth with this piece of paper because I need it. It's my video. But as I said before, all my notebooks, which are my video notebooks, which are my notes, are all filled. I don't have any more notebooks. So I need to go buy another notebook. And this is going to be the first video notes that I put in it. And today's video is called if you are not happy Israelite, something is wrong. And you know what inspired me to do this video? Because I was talking to an Israelite earlier today, and this Israelite, we were just conversing back and forth. And I was happy, she was happy, despite what life brings. So then as we were continually talking, then something popped in my head, yo, you should make a video about this. So when things pop in my head like that, I said, you know what? I'm gonna make a video about stuff like this. So here's today's video. remember, these are my notes. And this is my freestyle but notes. And listen, it's always wise to write things down. Some people said, well, if you don't remember everything, listen, I remember hundreds and hundreds of verses and chapters in this book. I can't remember everything. A wise person writes things down so he doesn't forget or she doesn't forget. And I didn't want to forget because I could have did it off the cuff, but then later after the video, when I hit end, I'm gonna go, oh, I should have said that. I should have said that. But you know how you alleviate that? By doing this. That's how you alleviate that. Listen, to know who you are, to know who you serve, to know the end from the beginning, and you are still not happy when you know all those things, Israelite. To know who you are, to know who you serve, to know the end from the beginning. So why aren't you happy? Now, I'm not saying, oh, you got to be happy every second of the day. I'm not talking like it. Remember, everything with balance. But a lot of yous are not happy a lot of time and a lot of days. If you're not happy, Israel, something is very wrong. And let me start with Psalm 37. And this is not a Christian church, Catholic church. This is not a Christian Sunday school group or Messianic camp. This is Hebrew on the Island 2, Torah Tanakh only. We take this stuff seriously. And we don't read one line, one verse. You know, we do that sometimes, but that's not our practice. Psalm 37, it tells me on my notes to read it all. So listen. Psalm 37 in the lovely Tanakh. Psalm 37. If you are not happy, Israelites, something is wrong. Do not be vexed by evil men. Do not be incensed by wrongdoers, for they soon wither like grass, like verdants fade away. Trust in the Lord and do good. My nose try to blow away. Trust in the Lord and do good. Abide in the land and remain loyal. Trust in the Lord and do good. Abide in the land and remain loyal. Problem with a lot of you guys, you're not loyal. You stay loyal for minutes, seconds, hours, couple days, couple weeks, couple months, and then you get bored. And then your loyalty goes out the window. Trust in the Lord and do good. Abide in the land and remain loyal. Seek the favor of the Lord. That's what a lot of you guys don't. I'm going to just seek him a little bit. I'm better than that guy over there, her, and that's enough. To the Most High, he wants everything. And I don't know if you want to give everything. But if you're not giving everything, that's the reason why you ain't happy. Seek the favor of the Lord, and he will grant you your desires of your heart. Seek the favor of the Lord, and he will grant you the desires of your heart. Leave all to the Lord, and that's what you guys don't do. You go, okay, well, I'm going to leave this, that, and that to the Most High. But all these other things I'm going to worry about because I'm in the flesh, and, we're here on earth. And, he wants all or nothing. Leave all to the Lord. Trust in him. He will do it. Not you will do it, or not do it like Jordan's, just do it. Nike, no. The Most High, the Ancient of Days, the one found in Exodus 3:14, who told Moses to tell Pharaoh, I am that I am, I will be. I.s.u.p.k, and that's my name forever. I will do all these things. Jeremiah 32, he says, I created all flesh. There's nothing too hard for me. He says in 1 Samuel chapter 2, I kill, I make alive, I wound, and I heal. And none can be delivered from my hands. He will cause your vindication to shine forth like the light, the justice of your case like noonday sun. Be patient and wait for the Lord. Do not be vexed by the prospering man who carries out the schemes. Be patient. Like you guys were patient for me. That's practice. That's like a kindergarten practice for you needing the patience for the Most High. When you pray and ask Him for things and you don't see it, He's putting you through a test of patience. Will your trust and faith run out because your little alarm clock is ticking, tick, tick, tick? He's taking too long. I guess I don't believe him, and maybe this is not true, or maybe I should live like the world. Be patient and wait for the Lord. Do not be vexed by the prospering man who carries out schemes. Give up anger, abandon fury. Do not be vexed. It can only do harm. Like sometimes I need that. When I drive around these crazy streets in Santo Domingo, they make me mad because they don't drive like people in America. Because, America, they'll get you driving crazy. Here, you can get away with a lot of stuff. So they are madmen and women. So they're like, rah. But this is why my videos are on my notes are my videos, so I can remember too, not just for you, this is for me. Giving up anger, abandon fury, do not be vexed. It can only do harm. And yes, it can only do harm. Somebody warned me here. My concubine wifey warned me here. She said, yo, don't get so mad with them. Of course, they're doing wrong, but just let some of that go because you will get harmed. The police, if you hurt somebody or somebody hurts you, you're going to be in hospital. They're going to be in hospital. Or you hurt somebody, the cop's going to arrest you. And they're going to make you pay money, a lot of money because you're an American. So it's wise. So Jose Mary gave me wisdom when I drove my carro Jeppeta on the Kaije, on the road. For evil men will be cut off, but those who look to the Lord, they shall inherit the land. This is why you should be happy to know these things. For evil men will be cut off. You think, because you see in your life, look at these effing freaking drug dealers, scammers, politicians, government people, military, police, rap stars, music stars, sneaky businessmen, they all getting over, man. The racists, they're getting over. But that's not what the scripture says. Who do you trust? What do you trust? Do you really have allegiance? For evil men will be cut off. That's why you should be happy. That's why I titled this, Something's Wrong If You're Not Happy. Because I'm reading this, I believe this, I know this is happening, is going to happen. So I'm happy about, these are happy things. But you guys are sad all the time. That's why I said something is wrong. A little long, for evil men will be cut off, but those who look to the Lord, they shall inherit the land. A little longer, and there will be no wicked man. This is promise. This is insurance. This is happiness. It should be, because evil men and women make our lives terrible. But I don't know if you believe. And maybe that's why you're not happy. For evil men will be cut off, but those who look to the Lord, they shall inherit the land. A little longer, and there will be no wicked man. You will look at where he was, he will be gone. But the lowly shall inherit the land and delight in abundance well-being. So if you don't got that much money, you got a lot of bills, you got problems, do you trust? The wicked man schemes against the righteous and gnashes his teeth at him. The Lord laughs at him, for he knows that his day will come. See, a lot of you guys, man, these niggas always getting over, whatever. But the scripture says one day his day is going to come. And that's where happiness stems out of my heart, because I want to see them get deleted and put in slavery, which they rightfully deserve. Yes or no? The wicked draw their sword, bend their bows to bring down the lowly and needy, to slaughter upright men. And you know that when you go to your jobs, you know this is going on every single day. Trying to take us down, trying to humiliate us, trying to get us fired and all this other stuff. Their swords shall pierce their own heart, and their bows shall be broken. Better the little that the righteous man has than the great abundance of the wicked. And I know some of you guys, a lot of you guys are not happy because you like, you're going in your pockets. You're going in your pockets going, I don't got no money. Niggas got Volvos and Mercedes, and I got this, and I got that. You should be happy. Because the scriptures tell us to be happy. So if you're not happy, there's something wrong with you and your life. Better the little that the righteous man has than the great abundance of wicked. You must don't believe the scripture. This is probably why you're not happy most of the time. Of course, you're going to be sad because there's time for everything. But your life shouldn't be dominated by sadness and stress and I don't have mentality. They're better than me or whatever the case may be. For the arm of the wicked shall be broken, but the Lord is the support of the righteous. The Lord is concerned for the needs of the blameless. Their portion lasts forever. They shall not come to grief in bad times. In famine they shall eat their fill. But the wicked shall perish, and the enemies of the Lord shall be consumed like meadow grass consumed in a smoke. Aren't you happy? I'm super happy. He's going to smoke them. The wicked man borrows and does not repay. The righteous is gracious and keeps giving. I know somebody that always gives has a giving heart. You will be blessed. Those blessed by him shall inherit the land, but those cursed by him shall be cut off. The steps of a man are made firm by the Lord when he delights in his ways. The reason why you ain't happy because the steps of your life are not made firm by the Most High. Because he's not delighting in your ways, because you ain't happy, you ain't content. Though he stumble, he does not fall down, for the Lord gives him support. I've been young and now old, but I have never seen a righteous man abandon of his children seeking bread. He is always generous and lends, and his children are held blessed. Shun evil and do good, and you shall abide forever. It's simple. Ecclesiastes 12:13. For the conclusion of the whole matter, the sole purpose of man is to fear the Most High and keep his commandments. Amos 5:15. Love the good and hate the evil and establish judgment. It's saying it over and over. The Lord is saying it, the prophets are saying it. This is why you're not happy, because you're doing like the opposite, or trying to live like the Grecians and Romans, aka Americans and Europeans. For the Lord loves what is right. He does not abandon his faithful ones. You think that you're abandoned by the Most High. Well, my house is not good. I didn't pay the last month's rent. My job is harassing me. Demon, lice-infested knuckle draggers at the job are bothering me. And I don't know where my life is hanging in the balance is because you don't know where you stand with the Most High, and that's why you're not happy. You say you know where you stand, but the reason why you're not happy because you really don't know where you stand. You don't know what is your job, what's required of you. You really don't know it. A lot of you say you know, but you really don't know it. For the Lord loves what is right. He does not abandon his faithful ones. They are preserved forever. Not for a month, a week, or two, a year, a couple years, 50 years, a century. He says forever. Shouldn't you be happy with that? The mouth of the righteous utter wisdom, and his tongue speaks what is right. The teaching of his God is in his heart. His feet do not slip. The reason why you're not happy because the teaching of the Most High, his laws, the prophet writings, the Ketuvim, the Nevin, and then the Ketuvim, the other writings is not in your heart. Remember, the scriptures say in Joshua, meditate in the Psalm and Proverbs, meditate on the Most High's Lord day and night, and then you will prosper. And not prosper the way that rap stars and person flipping houses do. It's in different ways. You got to stop thinking so one-dimensional, so worldly, so hooked to this earth materialistically. Then your happiness will start to arise and bubble up. It hasn't bubbled up yet because you are in the wrong mind frame dimension. The wicked watches for the righteous, seeking to put him to death. The Lord will not abandon him to his power. He will not let him be condemned in judgment. Look to the Lord and keep to his ways. That's the problem why you ain't happy, because you don't look to the Lord and you don't keep a lot of his ways. You pick and choose. Well, I'm going to do this one, but I ain't going to do that one. But, you do those things. And he will raise you high that you may inherit the land. When the wicked are cut off, you shall see it. A lot of you ain't going to see it. I pray every day that the Most High Gives me homeostasis in my body from the top of my head to the soles of his feet so I can see the punishment of the wicked. I saw a wicked man, powerful, well-rooted like a robust native tree. Suddenly he vanished and was gone. I saw him, but he was not to be found. Mark the blameless, note the upright, for there is future for the man of integrity. Sometimes you're so depressed, tired, not happy, because you don't feel you have a future. You're saying in your mind, is this all? Is this all? I got a slave 9 to 5 with these lice-infested knuckle dragon cave beasts. I got to be racially profiled while I'm driving my car, followed in the Chinese, fake Chinese, Asian, demonic Down syndrome baby stores. I got to, this ain't my neighbor's thing. I got Karen yelling in my ear every 3 seconds. Is this it all? Because you think this is your future in your life. This is why you're not happy. The deliverance of the righteous comes from the Lord, their stronghold in times of trouble. The Lord helps them and rescues them. Rescue them from the wicked and delivers them, for they seek refuge in him. Problem is, you're not happy because you're truly not seeking refuge in him. And I thought this was a timely word, especially in this Jacob's trouble period of time. I'm going to read all the comments at the end, and let me begin. We're going to be flipping back and forth. We're going to do this, and then we're going to wrap it up. But if you're not taking notes, watch it again and take notes. I'm going to Proverbs 15:3. I'm going to Proverbs 15:3. Just give me patience. I got to flip. Proverbs 15. Let me put this here. Proverbs 15:3. Proverbs 15:3. The eyes of the Lord are everywhere, and you don't think they're everywhere. You think that they're with this guy, that woman, this group, but the eyes of the Lord is not where I am. This is why I'm in all this trouble, because you don't got the right perspective. This is why you ain't happy. The eyes of the Lord are everywhere, observing the bad and the good. And you should be happy to know that, hey, I'm striving to try to fear him, keep the commandments, and he's observing it, which is good for you, which will bring you a good future. Okay. Let's go to Ecclesiastes verse 2. Ecclesiastes chapter 2. Hold on. Ecclesiastes chapter 2:26. Ecclesiastes chapter 2:26. Let me see. What is my little notes here, man? This is what I got before we read this. Ecclesiastes chapter 2, verse 26. This is one of my power verses. Why you may not be happy, Israelite, is because your life actions and your commitment to him, the Most High, and his laws are low or non-existent in your life. That's why you ain't happy. You think happiness is Lexuses, Rolex watches on your wrist, jewelry, houses, furniture, degrees on your wall. Hey, they look at me as somebody great in society. Well, that's fading. Everything's temporary that you see and touch. When will you get it in your mind? Once you get that in your mind, you will start being happy, because then you got the promises in here and you know what's going on and you see it coming to life. Ecclesiastes chapter 2, verse 26. Ecclesiastes chapter 2, verse 26. Listen, to the man, namely, who pleases him, he has given the wisdom and shrewdness to enjoy himself. The problem, you're not happy because the Most High hasn't given this to you, because you're not really 10 toes down and two legs, 2 feet in and 10 toes down. That's why. Listen, Ecclesiastes 2:26, to the man, namely, who pleases him, he has given the wisdom and shrewdness to enjoy himself, and to him who displeases, He has given the herbs to gather and amass only for handing on to one who is pleasing to God. That too is futile in the pursuit of wind. Your pursuit of things, the earth is that all is temporary, is futile. That's why you're not happy because you know, damn, I just had it. I just had all this money. I just had this job, and they gave me, they laying off because it's not enough of work, because your pursuit is wrong. You got the wrong pursuit. You're chasing the wrong rabbit. The greyhound's chasing. You're chasing the wrong thing. That's why you ain't happy. If you truly know the scriptures and truly believe, you would be happy most of the time. Contentment, you will be content most of the time and appreciative most of the time. Come me to Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 7. Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 7. Go eat your bread in gladness and drink your wine in joy, for your action was long ago approved by God. This is why you can be happy with the food that he enabled you to buy and eat. This is why you'll be happy with the apartment, the house that you were able to rent or buy. This is why you'll be happy and content with the car you're driving or the bus ticket that gets you to work on the bus each day, or be happy with the money that you could pay for your Ubers, or the bicycle that you could drive, a motorcycle, or the feet and legs that he gave you to have mobility. You don't factor in these things. This is why you're not happy. And contentment brings forth happiness. You're not content. You can say you are, but you're not. Your priorities have been misplaced, and you, for the conclusion of the whole matter, which is to fear the Most High and keep his commandments and nothing less. Because you truly know why you truly exist, which is to revere him, to worship him, to serve him alone. You don't know this. You don't know why you truly exist. Because you're following the heathens. He says that he abhors the heathens and their ways. But this is why you truly feel you exist. Because I have to grow up. I have to go to school or get a trade. I have to get a job or a trade or business, make a lot of money by myself, what everybody says that fulfills my heart and makes me happy, which is buying a lot of things that are all temporary. You don't know, you do not know truly why you exist. Most of you have strayed far away from your true purpose of life, which is not to be rich, work to get and hold the bag, accumulate tons of worldly possessions, which are all temporary. Come with me to Proverbs chapter 10, verse 28. Proverbs chapter 10, verse 28. Your priorities are wrong. That's why you ain't happy. You're not really deep in it. That's why you ain't happy. Proverbs 10, 28. Proverbs chapter 10, verse 28. And it says, the righteous can look forward to joy. Now, if you ain't happy, you ain't looking forward to joy. But somebody striving to be righteous is usually happy, like a Nuha. You know, the reason I can speak to Nuha because I talk to her a lot. Or Gloric 8. Because I talk to him a lot. Or Vestible. Because I talk to him often. Joy. They don't replace joy for materialism, worldly success. The righteous can look forward to joy, but the hope of the wicked is doomed. They don't have hope. They don't have joy because they ain't righteous. Do you know what it says about righteousness? Sin of the Lord, Deuteronomy 6, verses, I think, 25. It says, for it will be your righteousness that you keep the commandment, statute, and know the judgments. Proverbs 10:28. The righteous can look forward to joy. That's why you don't have happiness and joy in your life, because you are really not fearing the Most High and keeping His commandments. That's where righteousness comes. And when you start acting, presenting yourself as righteous, doing righteous acts, striving to be righteous, then joy comes, and joy, aka, is happiness. Your focus, your pursuits are not like the heathen Gentiles of the world and the worldly people. You know, you got the richest people, they drugging it, drinking alcohol to the intoxicated or every day, drunks, sloppy drunks, promiscuous, just whoring all over the place. I mean, they ain't happy. They say, there's a little pleasure in that. But pleasure is not happiness. Pleasure is like lust, like lust desires and stuff like that. Your happiness is coming from righteousness. Your righteousness is joy. You have none of that because your pursuit is wrong. Your motives are wrong. Your allegiance is wrong. Proverbs 10:28. The righteous can look forward to joy, but the hope of the wicked is doomed. All right, I'm going to go to Psalm 144:15. I'm going to Psalm 144:15. Psalm 144:15. Happy the people who have it so. Happy the people whose God is the Lord. You don't know who your God is. You can say, yeah, he is. He's in the Old Testament, whatever that. Well, if you know him, then you want to please him. Because if you know him and don't please him, and how do you please him? Being righteous, striving for righteousness, which is aka keeping the Lord. Only worshiping him, only reverencing him, only magnifying him, only extolling him. Happy the people who have it so. There's only, remember, 600,000 left Egypt and only 70 made it in. It's only a very small portion that are happy and has it so. Happy the people whose God is the Lord. Yeah, here I said it, here is my Lord, my God, my Creator, my King. But you're living like the devil as soon as this video's up. As soon as I hit end. You're living just like them. Hey, man, what are we going to do tonight? Where we going to party? And nobody's saying you can't go party. But now don't party like them. I go out to the movies. I be critiquing those movies. This devil part here, this, that. Sometimes I just go see a movie, whatever. But that's not my life. I ride my electric scooters, pop in my little car once in a while, and do one of the things that I like to do the best. Study and read. Because I want to be appeasing to the Most High. Happy the people who have it so. Happy the people whose God is the Lord. Is the Most High really yours? Because when you are truly devoted and committed, which is what he desires from you, to be like Caleb in Numbers 14. It says, Caleb, my servant, he had a different spirit. He followed me fully. This is why you ain't happy, because you ain't following him fully. I told you need 10 toes down, 2 feet in and 10 toes down. You can't be immediate. You got to be totally in or totally out. He don't want no middle shit. He wants the best from you. He don't want the worst from you. He don't want the mediocre part. But see, you want the best from him, but then you want to give him not your best. It don't work that way. That's why you ain't happy, because you're not pleasing to him, whether you know it or not. Like Joshua, who has undivided loyalty to him. He said, I'm going to meditate on the Most High's law day and night. I'm not going to turn to the left or the right. But you guys turning around like Rosemary's Baby ahead. That's why you ain't happy. Like in Jeremiah 9, to glory in your devotion to the Most High. You should be like, wow, man, thank you, Most High, for making me, because I don't have the power within me to glory in my devotion. And, I love studying. Sometimes, hey, come on, you can do it. No, I'm studying. I want to be the best Koheleth on this flat earth, one of them. Do you know that Most High has involved you, Hebrew, Israelite, Hebrewites, in the most important thing that's going on in the earth from time past to time present, which is your allegiance and your reverence to Him? That's the most important. The worldly people don't have a clue. They think gathering materials up in the earth, living a long time, social status, and things and things and things and things is success. True success, true happiness, and joy is serving the one and only Creator and Savior, and that's the only one found in Exodus 3:14, who told Moses to tell Pharaoh, tell them I will be have sent you. That's my name forever. I hear, Asher, I hear. I hear. This is the only place, the only option that brings continual happiness. And you guys a lot of these are off course. This is why I said something is wrong if you're not happy, because your place in your mind, the importance in your mind and your heart is not with the Creator. It's not with this, with His law. It's not, because you would be happy. I talked with Anora. She's happy. She ain't really complaining. I haven't heard too much complaining about, I don't got this, I don't got that, I'm not like this, I'm like that neighbor that got this. I don't hear nothing. All I hear is, I love God, I love God, I love God, I love God, I love God. And that niggeress is happy. That princess niggeress is happy. Why aren't you happy? The Most High laid His entire plan out for us in the scriptures. The reason why you are unhappy because you truly don't believe or trust Him and can't realize your present day life is only a test and not your permanent life existence. You think this is it right here. That is your problem. That's why you have no happiness. Let's go to Psalm 126. And I think it's not that long. We're going to read the whole Psalm 126. Again, you guys it's taking too long, scram beat. This is not for you. Here at Hebron Island 2, we only want to encourage the most serious, because we know that the remnant is small. And only the remnant is going to be on fire for the Most High. Only the remnant is going to be happy because we got the plan. We got the whole plan. It's right in here. We know it. And we feel it in here. We got it in here. So we good. Rinse them. Rinse them lace infected, because that stringy horse and goat hair got lice. Rinse those lace infected, knuckle dragging, zebrafish gene having heathen Gentiles out of it when they say stuff. Put them on timeout. Put a dunce cap on their head with that wrench. They can't stand the awakening. You can't stop it. Anyway, this is only a test, Psalm 126. I'm going to read the whole Psalm 126. It's short. You guys are itchy. Wow, he's been 43 minutes already. You start itching because you want to get back to Netflix. Well, here at Hebron Island 2, I'm telling you to go. Leave. This ain't for you. Psalm 126. Psalm 126. There ain't no more time playing around. You either in it or you're out. Train is getting ready to leave the station. Psalm 126. When the Lord restores the fortunes of Zion, we see it as in a dream. King David's been telling me the real, like King David, the Hebrew guy in here. King David 144. Not you fake playing around zombie knuckle dragger David of Israel. These are not. They're heathen Gentiles. We already know their fate. But King David 144, the Hebrew on here, he's been saying he having dreams. Well, guess what? Look for dreams in the coming weeks and months coming up, in year. When the Lord restores the fortune of Zion, we see it as in a dream. Our mouths shall be filled with laughter, our tongues with songs of joy. Then shall they say among the nations, the Lord has done great things for them. The Lord will do great things for us, and we shall rejoice. Joyce. When the Lord restores the fortune of Zion, we see it as in a dream. Our mouths shall be filled with laughter. Israelite, why is your mouth filled with discontentment, unsatisfaction, unhappiness? Because you're about the wrong thing. Your mouth should be filled with laughter and happiness. Does it, despite what's going on in your life, despite this is a test. You're putting skyscraper bolts in the ground in your life, like this is it. That's your problem. That's why you got no joy. You got no happiness. Psalm 126, verse 4. Restore our fortune, O Lord, like water courses in the Negev. Those who sow in tears shall reap with songs of joy. Though he goes along weeping, crying the seed bag, he shall come back with songs of joy, carrying his sheaves. See, I'm telling you, we through this life, when I'm saying, why aren't you happy? Now, remember, I told you in the beginning, this is there, be balanced. But the majority of the time, you should be happy because you got the promises of the Most High. That's if you truly believe and have faith. But if you don't have those things, if you're faking the funk like you do have it, this is the answer why you're not happy. Even though you have really bad situation in your life, and you could be crying and whatever, but your tears are going to turn to joy. Because the Most High is going to hear you in his time. Remember, Job went through things 7 years, not just for a month. This is a test of your patience, of your faith. And when you know all this, and you should, he's telling us right in here, he's told us this would occur. Then you should be happy that, hey, at least I know. At least I know what's going on. At least I'm not just in the air, not knowing anything. All right, let's turn to Nehemiah 8:10. Nehemiah 8, verse 10. Nehemiah 8, verse 10. Nehemiah 8, verse 10. Israelite, most of you are unhappy because you depend on your strength to make it through life. When the scriptures tell you over and over again, you are not to rely on your own strength. Only the Creator. Rely on him for everything. In patience, in faith, in confidence. This is why you ain't happy. Numbers, Nehemiah 8, verse 10, talking about your strength. He further said to them, go eat choice food and drink sweet drink and send portions to whoever has nothing prepared, for the day is holy to the Lord. Do not be sad, for your rejoicing in the Lord is the source of your strength. I'm going to read that again because I don't know if you heard it. Your strength is not in yourself. That's why you unhappy, because you see that you're weak. You finally realize that, I don't got strength. I don't have it. I'm feeling and falling over everywhere. And I'm sad. But the scriptures tell you how to be happy, but you don't read, you don't study. This is not really your forte. If it was, you would get on board real quick. That's why you're unhappy. Nehemiah 8, verses 10. He further said to them, go eat choice food and drink sweet drink and send portions to whoever has nothing prepared. For the day is holy to our Lord. Do not be sad, for your rejoicing in the Lord is the source of your strength. Where does your source of your strength lies? See, if it's in yourself, in people, in your degree, in your job, in your bank account, in your social status, in your material things, in your cars, in your furniture and stuff like that, it's going to fail every time. It's you have your source of strength in the wrong person, entity. And that's why you're unhappy. Because you see, everything is vanity. At the end of the day, you're going to know, everybody's going to know that everything that you went through, everything that you possessed and have is all vanity. Thus saith the Most High. But right now, since everything is okay, everything's good. This ain't vanity. It's where my strength is at, my 401k, my pension, and my this, and my health, even down to your health. That's where my source is at. Now you got the wrong source. Source is in the Most High alone, not in your blood work and your health, not in your 401k, your pensions, your flipping houses. I'm a real estate mogul. That's why you're unhappy. All right, let me go to Psalm 19. So you're going to be flipping around. Psalm 19:8. And then we're going to go to Psalm 16:11. Israelite, you want a perfect life. You want perfect results. I know that. Israelite, you want a perfect life. You want a perfect result while you're doing your test. But perfection is found only in one place, and you have been skipping over it and looking for it in all the wrong places and things. So when are you going to wake up? Psalm 19:8. Psalm 19:8. The teaching of the Lord is perfect, renewing life. The teaching of the Lord is perfect, renewing life. The decrees of the Lord are enduring, making the simple wise. That's why you guys still don't know the scripture. You know, you can be easily tricked by Christians, Messianics, and New Agers, and all that stuff. Because you don't got wisdom. Because you don't realize the teaching of the Lord is perfect, renewing life. The decrees of the Lord are enduring. That means forever. When you know this, you're going to be happy because you say, he promised a lot of stuff, and all this stuff is great stuff for the Hebrew Israelite, the Hebrewite, that's practicing the strive to keep the commandments. And then you would be happy most of the time. Not happy, there's something wrong. Psalm 16:11. Psalm 16:11. You will teach me the path of life. In your presence is perfect joy. The lights are ever in your right hand. This is why you are not happy. Your happiness can't be found anywhere else, Hebrew Israelite. Happiness for the heathens, remember, the heathen Gentiles is in the first creation in Genesis 1. The Hebrew Israelites that the Most High breathed the breath of life, the soul of life into them, those are the Israelites. So they can find joy and happiness in, hunting, eating bloody meat, doing Halloween, New Year's, and celebrating and doing their natural, instinctive, animalistic type things. They can be very happy with all these flipping houses. I got the best cars and a bed. Blah, blah. They happy with that. But you find that you're not happy. You know why? Because you're a different person. You're a different creation. That's the lie they tell you in the churches. Genesis 1:26, God made heaven, and then when you read Genesis chapter 2, he says, and these people I breathe the living soul into them. Because the first creation, that's how Cain found his wife. If Adam and Eve is the first person and Cain and Abel are the second group of people, then how could Cain be kicked out and find a woman outside? Because he made people before, along with animals, trees, microbes, birds and stuff like that. And all those is his first creation. He didn't give the breath of life into them. That's why they can find joy and happiness in this wicked world, because they're basically the wicked. And they were made not, they don't have the same purpose he made. He made you to be his priestly nation. He made you to be his family on the earth. He made you to be the apple of his eye. He made you to be above everybody. He severed you from everybody. You're not the same. So you're going to derive happiness from something else. But your problem is you're trying to be like them, which he tells you again and again. He abhors their practices. And that's why you ain't happy. If you're not happy, Israelite, there's something wrong. Proverbs 16:11. You will teach me the path of life. In your presence is perfect joy. So in his presence is perfect joy. Joy is happiness. This is why you ain't happy. In his presence is perfect joy. Anuha showed me when I talked with her. Glory 8 showed me when I talked to her on the phone and stuff. That's why there's joy in their heart. That's why they're happy. Of course, balance. It could be sad here and there, but happiness and joy is their prominent top rung thing in their life, because they're not anchored into the world like the heathens, like creation 1 in Genesis 1. Anyway. Israelite, one of your major problems is that you follow not the Most High and his word, but the ways of this wicked world system. Let's go to Psalm 1. Let's go to Psalm 1. We're coming to a close, Israelite. Hopefully this is edifying to you. It's definitely edifying to me. This paper is going in my notes, so I don't forget. Because we hue color, men and women. Sometimes we forget. Even though the brown coconut is filled with a lot of stuff, we forget sometimes. Psalm 1, 1-6. Psalm 1, 1-6. Happy is the man. That's why you ain't happy. And when they say man, include the women. Happy is the man who has not followed the counsel of the wicked. I've been telling you that through this whole video. You are following these heathen demons, knuckle dragging, lice inhabiting people. They're mankind. They're not humans. They're mankind, a kind of man. You're following their ways, their mores, their behaviors, their likes, their dislikes. You're following them. That's why you ain't happy. If you're not happy, there's something wrong. And what's wrong is this. Happy is the man who has not followed the counsel of the wicked, or taken the path of sinners, or joined the company of insolence. Rather, the teaching of the Lord is his delight, and he studies that teaching day and night. Problem why you ain't happy, because you're forgetting, because you don't study. This is not really your interest. You're more interested in things of the world. Listen, I'm interested in stuff. I'm going to start planting and doing some other things, growing, farming little tiny things right here and stuff like that. But I ain't focusing on that day and night. You know, I set my mind to, I want to focus on this day and night. Those are the happy people. If you're not happy, Israel, there's something wrong. Psalm 1, verse 3. He is like a tree planted beside streams of water, which yield its fruits in season, whose foliages never fade, and whatever it produces, it thrives. Not so the wicked. Not so the wicked. Not so for all those that are unhappy, because you're not with the Most High truth. Not so the wicked. Rather, they are like chaff that wind blows away. Therefore, the wicked will not survive judgment. You better stop playing games. Most High is nothing to play games with, especially right now, 2023. Therefore, the wicked will not survive judgment, nor will sinners. in the assembly of the righteous. For the Lord cherishes the way of the righteous, but the way of the wicked is doomed. You wonder why you're not happy? Because you're not pleasing to the Most High. You got to do it His way or the doomed way. That's all what it is. I know, and I know some of you don't want that. You want to. I want to ride the center lane. Well, keep going and see what happens to you. Not being totally committed. Well, let me go to Psalm 34. Psalm 34. Psalm 34, 5. Psalm 34, 5. Psalm 34, 5. I turned to the Lord and He answered me. He saved me from all my terror. I don't feel happy because I have a lot of problems and I don't feel like I'm being saved. Because you don't know the Most High. You don't really have a strong tie relationship with Him. Here at Ebon Island, too, I'm trying to encourage you to turn around, become happy. I'm showing you the pathway to happiness. Are you listening? Employ it in your life. Whether you obtain a lot or a little in life, in this life, that is only a test. You need to always look at it as a gift from on high and be happy. Whether you're getting a little bit in this life, a lot in this life. Stop looking at the TV. Stop looking at Atlanta Housewives, the rich and the famous. And a lot of them are just demons. Believe me, they show it, oh, they're great, and they're freaking devil worshippers, drinking blood, eating babies, homosexuals, etc., etc., etc. Witchcraft, Satan worshipers. And you look up to them. That's why you ain't happy. Come with me to Ecclesiastes chapter 3. Ecclesiastes chapter 3. The new i.s.u.p.k don't give a lot of scripture. Man, you must be dialed into the raw, a new i.s.u.p.k Israel YouTube channel. Ecclesiastes chapter 3. Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verses 12 and 13. Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 12 and verse 13. Thus I realize that the only worthwhile thing there is for them is to enjoy themselves and do what is good in their lifetime. Also that whenever a man does eat and drink and get enjoyment out of all his wealth, it is a gift of God. No matter, the Most High is giving you a little because your test is a little. That's what it is. He's testing you. Well, you know what? This person only gonna have a little. And I'm gonna see how they respond and act to this little. That don't mean I don't love them, but this is the test I have chosen for them. I'm gonna give these people a lot more than them. And I'm gonna see if it turns them wicked. It's a test. I'm gonna see how these people have a lot of bad experiences at their jobs and in society, with the police, whatever. I'm gonna see how they respond. I keep telling them that it's a test. Not that I don't love them, because I love them like crazy. I created them and I did. I blew the soul. I breathed the soul of life in them. Not like I did the first creation in Genesis chapter 1. It's a test. Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 14. Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 14. Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 14. So in a time of good fortune, enjoy the good fortune. So in the time of good fortune, enjoy the good fortune. And in a time of misfortune, reflect. The one, no less than the other, was God's doing. Consequently, man may find no fault with him. In Isaiah 45, it says, how dare you say, Most High, you should have did this and you should have did that. Let me read that again. Listen up. Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 14. So in a time of good fortune, enjoy the good times that the Most High gives you. And in a time of misfortune, or the bad stuff that can go wrong, reflect one no less than the other, then the other was God's doing. The Most High did it. He says, if there's evil in any city, haven't I done it? He does everything. But what you keep forgetting that this is just a test. And that's why you're unhappy, because you're like, man, I don't got this, I don't have that, I'm not this, I didn't graduate college, I didn't do this, I didn't get this position. I didn't get the wife or husband I wanted. I don't drive the car that I want. My kids is demons, baby kids. Man, I didn't get this and that and that. My nose is too big, my legs are too skinny. My hair is falling out. I don't have beautiful eyes like the new Yes from Israel has. I'm mad. I got gray hair, mad. Struggled in life, mad. Family's all separated, I'm mad. I'm unhappy. But why are you unhappy? Because you ain't with the Most High. You ain't really down with the program. Let me read that again. Ecclesiastes 7:14. So in a time of good fortune, enjoy the good time, and in a time of misfortune, reflect. The one no less than the other was God's doing consequently. Man may find no fault with him. In your two phases of time in your life, Israelite, if you remember this, happiness will follow you always. You should be happy with it, and you should be happy without it. Have you come to that point yet? Or at least are you practicing to come to that point yet? Proverbs 15:13. We're at the close. I know some of you probably like, yeah, about time. But those are only people saying that are not really with it. The knuckle draggers are probably saying that. But, we don't value their opinion. Nothing that they say. We value them like King David and the Most High. Proverbs 15:13. Proverbs 15. Oh, that's why I was in the wrong one. I'm in Psalms. Proverbs 15:13. A joyful heart makes a cheerful face. A sad heart makes a despondent mood. That's why you ain't happy, because you don't have the joy of the Most High. That's why you ain't happy. We know it. Be honest. Now you know why you ain't happy most of the time. You complaining all the time. You ain't contentful because you don't got the joy of the Most High. You ain't happy. Your mind, your heart, your perspective, your attitude is in the wrong place. Follow the heathen, knuckle dragger, lice-infected knuckle draggers. You follow them. Most High abhors them. You follow their ways. Your goal is their goal. And are you sick, Massa? Well, we sick, Massa. Well, here at Hebron Island, we ain't about none of that. We are separate. We are severed. We're above. We don't act like them. Nothing like them. We abhor that shit, because it is shit. Proverbs 17:22. Proverbs 17:22. A joyful heart makes for good health. Despondency dries up the bones. Our good health is derived by being happy, because now you don't have cortisone surging through your body, making inflammation, making you sick. That doesn't mean you're not going to get sick, because look at Job, didn't do nothing and he was sick. Remember, this is all tests. Test is, are you going to remain happy and joyful despite whether you're in it or out of it? We must always think this way. Things come into our lives and go. But what you must realize is that there is a bigger picture and plan at play that you do not know or control. God controls all things in your life, not you. These things happen because his plan is for us to change direction and things in our lives that he wants to change. He wants to add or keep in your life. And there is a reason for all of this. Remember that you don't have to understand all the reasons why things are going on in your life. Just trust and be happy. That's the video. Hopefully that was edifying to you. It was edifying to me. It's a wake-up call, especially in these times we're living in right now. You know, I spent a lot of time. My battery is almost going low. I'm glad I'm almost finished because I wanted to make sure I saved this video. I'm going to read the comments. Thank you for the flaming swords and the wrenches to the heathens. I truly appreciate it. But briefly go on again. I say Tavex, purity becoming one. These are the crowns. These are the king's crowns. That's why I'm happy and I have hope. If I make it in to that Ezekiel 20, going to the wilderness and not be labeled as a rebel, I pray the Most High that he puts one of these, gives me one of these things, the crown, and I hope you get one too. It's only going to start by you being happy and having joy in your life. Stop complaining. Be content. Again, I say Tavex to all who came in the room. You know who you are. Purity, unity, undivided law. Again, Anuha, Truth Seeker, Tavex, Young King Tavex, Danny Armstead, Purity, unity, undivided Tavex, Mary Harris, happy to have you in. I'm grateful to have you because I haven't seen you in a while. Glory 8, greetings and blessings. Always happy. Manny, Godly, what's going on, family? Always, it's a pleasure to have you in as well. Young King, always on deck. Greetings from Utah. You're welcome. I listened to it. My brother, it was clear to me. The ambience of the video was so special. I was resting in the Sabbath, but awoke at 2 a.m. and saw a great family with view for themselves. Correct. True Seeker, that's why I did it again, too. You remind me of it. Iron sharpens iron, as the Nuha likes to say, which is true. We help each other. We help each other remember. This video is to help you remember about if you ain't happy. Our people is oppressed all over. Correct, Manny? Remember the Sabbath and keep it holy. Excellent law. Glory 8. Please show total respect. Noah, I thank you for keeping orderly, and all you guys think keeping it orderly here with your wrenches. All right. All right, King David 144. You were in the shower, no problem. We like clean Hebrew Israelites. We don't like smelly Israelites. Whatever you miss, come back in when I upload it. Watch it. I pray for my royal brothers and sisters, and I'm proud of you. You know, you're leading the way of the new Torah and Tanakh Israelites that haven't really woke up yet. And I thank you for being a part of the Most High's army. Same to you and yours. Crazy Man and my homies were just talking about this problem today at lunch. Me and my homies, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily. Therefore, the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. Excellent verse. It's true. Not happened to me. You know, that's what they do. All that temporary stuff will not matter at the end. Correct. Hey, let me bring this degree on this train of Most High leaving the station going into the wilderness. Hey, man, you ain't bringing nothing with you. And treat it the way it really you value it. If you want to bring everything with you, it's because you value this stuff. I don't want to bring none of this with me. I want to bring myself and the deeds that the Most High encouraged me to do. That's all I want to bring. Facts. Told my friends that it won't matter today. We will leave out with riches soon. I believe it's a sign we all on this topic today with no type of meeting. You must believe in the Most High alone. Excellent King David, and his promises will be good. We must learn to truly live humble, righteous lives in the sight of the Most High. We must learn to truly live humble, all praise to the Most High. We must practice being laser focused, correct? My flesh creeps from the fear of the Most High. Excellent. Thank you guys again for the wrenches in action. We must remember what the Most High did for our forefathers. Gratitude helps us have joy, correct, Gloria? The joy of the Most High is our strength, correct? Okay. Glasses off. Hallelujah to the truth. Torah. I'm glad you wrenched him out. Wise Koheleth. You're blessing Israel with overabundance of holy scriptures. All praise to the Most High. I love the Holy Tanakh. Anua, I'm here to Avex. His will is real. I'm sorry. We ain't forget you. His will is real. All right, we got you. You always on board. You're a faithful soldier of the Most High. Justice Burns, great to have you in. Came in late, whatever you missed. Watch when you get back in, like when I uploaded. Bright, why do you say those loving the Most High are not happy in Him? If they are unhappy in this wicked place, I am not happy here. Never have been doing good. No, what I'm saying about being happy, not being happy for how the world is going, hate. Remember, it says love the good and hate the evil. I'm saying about being happy in an overall state. You know, you could be mad with this, but happy that you are not wicked. That's what I'm talking about. Being mad and angry and hating this earth, world, not the earth, the people of the earth and their system, but be happy with fearing the Most High, keeping His commandments. And then that's how you're not sad the majority of the time. I'm not saying, and I'm glad you wrote that so that I can clear that up. Remember, we have to compartmentalize things. Like the wisest man said, there is a time and place for everything. Time to be happy, time to be sad, time to be joyous, be this, time to be full, and time to be empty, etc., etc., etc. Well, I'm talking to you the reason why you're not happy. And when I mean you're not happy, you're happy with self, with inner self, with you as a person, a human, is because you're not with the Most High. I'm not saying be happy about bad actions because, you know, that's against the law. He says, love the good and hate the evil. So you're going to keep the law. When you're keeping the law, you're going to be happy. You're going to be joyous, spirit. So remember, like, don't mix it together. Hate the evil, love the good. When you're loving the good, you're happy. You know, you can have a lot of turmoil around you, but you can still be happy inside. And this is what I'm trying to bring forth to you right now. Don't get it mixed up. I'm not saying be happy with the world and what's going on. They're demons. You see, I talk about them all the time, and it's justified. But I'm saying be happy within. You could be going to your job, and you need that job to pay your bills and stuff like that. And it's a terrible place. It makes you sad. But guess what? You have a shelter. And your shelter is within knowing the goodness of the Most High, the faithfulness of the Most High. So then you're happy. So surrounded by the sadness and evil and wickedness, you're still happy. And this is what this video is about. If you're not happy, there's something wrong with you. Even it doesn't matter what's going around you. It doesn't matter that the Egyptians are coming after you, the whole army with swords and this and chariots and doesn't matter. That's a sad thing. They were a fearful thing. But Moses ain't sad. He's happy because he knows his help is right there. Remember, think more than one dimensional. This is what this whole channel is about. You thinking more than one dimension. Okay? Reason why you're not happy. Doesn't matter what's going on in the world. You need to be joyous and you need to be happy. You can still hate. Yo, multitasking. I'm gonna be joyous and happy inside, and I'm gonna hate them the lice-laden knuckle draggers and their world wicked system. But I'm still happy. That would change. My joy, guess what? If your joy and happiness is changing, there's something wrong with you. You should multitask, okay? Anyway, I think you got it. Um, my only joy is the end. Mine too. Remember, it's, of course. That's why you should be happy, because you know the end is coming. Hold on, I miss it. I'm listening to you. Oh, I'm trying to get to the right comments. I gotta hurry up, so I don't want to get thrown off of this. Pain wise call LeBron, just that. Oh, what do you say those loving the most high are not happy? Okay. And him if they are unhappy. Okay. I explained that. Hopefully you got it, True Seek. I know you got it. You're very smart. I'm blessed to be a royal warrior. Justice Burns, you're welcome. This whole topic's been on my mind for the past few weeks. I just never knew why I like not being attached to materialistic things, because it's not coming with me when I leave. Correct, manly, godly. My only joy is the end of the system, and that's what you keep and hate them. Multitask, Israel. But if you're not happy within the temple, there's something wrong. You should be able to hate them, hate their system, hate everything about them, and still be happy and joyful in your inner temple at 24/7. Because you got the promises. You're with his plan, not with your plan. That always, and you know his promises, you should be happy all the time. Hate the effing knuckle draggers that, and then he says, in Psalm 94, he says he's gonna recoil their evil upon them. And he's gonna have them annihilate themselves. I'm happy with that. That's joyful words to my ears. That's song to my ears. I'm happy. Even though I'm not in a joyous surrounding environment, still happy within. That's where your real strength comes from. Exterior things can't change the joy and happiness. This is why, listen, perfect example. The knuckle draggers come in. I love these videos because they can't steal my joy. They're the external demonic things that can't change how I feel, think, and act and view the Most High. It's unmovable if you are with the right perspective. Let me see. Okay. I can tell a change came onto me from when I bought my first car to when I just purchased my third. I didn't have dopamine rush like I did before, right? Jobs suffered for 7 long years, and Job suffered, correct? I'm happy to be a servant of the Most High. Here you go. Now you have cause, reason to be happy, despite what happens in your life. Psalm 144:15. Happy is the people that is in such a case. Yea, happy is that people whose God is the Lord. This is our happiness. I read that in the thing. So you should be happy, despite that you're living with heathen demons, going to seeing Karens every day. Truth is will. Cain, I'm glad you rinsed him out. Listen, this is a new Yeshua Israel. He went on Island 2. It was a pleasure being with you. Write these things down. Listen to this thing again if you have to. Be inspired. Hopefully this video inspired you. This is the new Yeshua Israel. He on Island 2. Until next time.